Now let's see how to add memory to our LangChain agent. Because by default, agent doesn't have the ability to remember what happened in the past. For example, here we have our LangChain agent and I'm going to ask what is the current date and time. So we have got the current date and time. Now I'm going to ask a follow-up question, which is what was my previous question. Let's see whether the agent is able to remember my previous question or not. As you can see here, it is not able to remember my previous question. That is because if you look at the chat history, it contains what was my previous question, which is the latest question and the latest agent's answer. It doesn't contain any information about the previous user question and previous agent's response because we are not pausing here. The agent will be answering only based on what we are passing as an input. If you see here, we are passing only the user question and we are asking about the previous interaction, right? So that is why the agent was not able to remember what happened in the past. So what we have to do is we have to pass the previous interaction along with the user's latest question as an input. Then only the agent will be able to remember what happened in the past and we can ask a follow-up question like this. As you can see, now it is able to remember my previous question. And if you look at the chat history, it contains the complete conversation starting from my first question to agent's latest response. That is because we have explicitly passed the previous interactions as an input to our agent. That is why it was able to remember my previous question. Here the important takeaway is we have to always pass the previous interactions as an input to our agent. Then only we can ask follow-up question. Then only the agent will be aware of our previous interaction and we will be able to ask follow-up questions. Okay, now let's see how we can implement the same logic using LangGraph checkpoint without writing these many lines of code. So here we have our regular setup. Here the only difference is this checkpointer. This checkpointer helps us to store the conversation history. To create this checkpointer, you can simply import this in-memory saver from LangGraph and you can initialize this. And while creating an agent, you can pass it as an argument. Okay, that's it. We have created an agent with memory. Now let's see how it works. So as usual, we are preparing the input and we are calling the agent. While calling the agent, we are passing one more additional parameter, which is config. If you look at the config, it contains thread ID. So this thread ID helps us to isolate one conversation from another. Okay, so it will be very clear in a moment. Now let's see how it works. So we're gonna call the agent with this input. Hey, I'm Vishnu, what is the current time? So let's see. We have got the current time. Now let's ask the same follow-up question. What is my previous question? And notice here, we are not passing the previous interaction as an input. Okay, but here we are using the same configuration. The thread ID is again 1. Okay, so we are using the same configuration and let's see what response we are getting. This time it is able to remember our previous question without passing the previous interactions as an input. That is because this checkpointer, begin the scene, this checkpointer stores the complete conversation history under this particular thread ID. Okay, so if you look at the chat history, you can see the complete conversation. Okay, so this is how this checkpointer works.
Now let's quickly understand what happens internally. When we call the agent with a thread ID, the checkpointer first checks whether there is already a conversation stored under that thread ID or not. If nothing is stored, it creates a new conversation. Then the user's input is sent to the agent. After the agent generates a response, the checkpointer stores that response under the same thread ID. So when we use a new thread ID, a new conversation starts. But when we use an existing thread ID, the checkpointer retrieves the previous conversation appends the user's latest question to the end of the chat history and passes that complete conversation to the agent. This is how the checkpointer manages memory.
Now let's see what happens when we change the thread ID. For example, here I'm gonna ask this question. What is my name? Because in one of my previous input I mentioned my name. So the agent must be aware of my name. Here the only difference is I'm gonna use a different thread ID. If you notice here, in my earlier conversation I used thread ID 1, but now I'm using thread ID 2. Let's see what happens. The agent is not able to remember my name. Now let's ask the same question with thread ID 1. If you see, now it is able to recall my name. But why it happens? Why it was not able to recall when we use thread ID 2, and why it is able to recall my name when we use thread ID 1? That is because my previous conversation was stored under thread ID 1, not under thread ID 2. Here what happens is, whenever we call the agent, first the checkpointer will pull the complete conversation history which is stored under the given thread ID, and it will pass the chat history as an input to the agent. So this is what happens when we call this invoke method. Now, how do we know what conversation has been stored under the given thread ID? For example, how do we know what conversation has been stored under thread ID 2? To understand that, we can use this get state method. This will give us the current state of the agent. Okay, if you see here under thread ID, this is the chat history which has been stored. Okay, it starts with what is my name, and if you look at the thread ID 1, and here you can see this is where my complete previous chat history has been stored. So that is why when we use thread ID 1, it was able to recall my name, and when we use thread ID 2, it was not able to recall my name because my name was part of different conversation, right? Different thread. So yeah, this is how thread ID works. Okay, so here the important takeaway is checkpointer helps us to store the conversation history, and thread ID helps us to isolate one conversation from others, as well as it helps us to restart our conversation from where we left off. So these are the things which you should remember.